So welcome students for our next lecture of path 354. Now diseases of castor. Only in case of castor, only one disease is there. So that is Phytophthora blight, and we are going to see the next crop is that is tobacco. So in case of castor, so Phytophthora blight caused by Phytophthora parasitica. So in case of many diseases, we have seen the Phytophthora organism. Phytophthora basically origins from the soil, from basically from heavy moist soil where stagnation of water may be there or ill drain conditions of the soil may be there. So multiple effect of the Phytophthora can be seen. So Phytophthora parasitica enters through the roots, multiply in the vascular tissues to cause the heavy destructive losses in the initial stages of the plant growth. You can see in the image that the very rare disease. So one image we have found on the internet, and that's why it's causing a very less destructive losses in the initial cases. If the plant if the soil is good, heavy moist soil is not there, so there should not be any destructive losses. But after sowing or planting, when the initial cases up till 15 to 20 days of plant growth, so such kind of blighted patches occurs on the leaves. So total leafy outgrowth undergoes the destructive effect of the Phytophthora due to vascular infection of the tissues. So multiple losses to the crop can be seen. In the initial stages, total destructive losses to cause the wilting of the plant and the drying of the plants, and the death of the plant can be occurs. In the last, or maybe when the plant may be big, so it may be the causes the seedling blight, then the heavy physiological disorder, discoloration of the leaves, severe defoliation, drying of the leaves. So these are multiple symptoms can be seen in the case of the Phytophthora blight. So this is about only one disease in the castor that is known to be the Phytophthora blight caused by Phytophthora parasitica. Primary source of infection is caused by oospore that is carries for a longer duration or perpetuate in the soil for a longer duration, more than 5 years. So that is the oospore from soil and plant debris. Secondary source of infection by sporangia, which carries the multiple zoospores, which is carries by mostly irrigation water. So this is about the Phytophthora blight, only one disease that is important in the castor. Now, next crop, which is an important cash crop all over the world, that is tobacco. The diseases of tobacco, first disease of the tobacco is black shank. That is known to be the important disease caused by same organism which we have seen now. That is Phytophthora parasitica variety Nicotianae. So in the case of Phytophthora that you have seen in the lower image, that you can see here this a particular part of the soil or a field infected heavily as compared to the other plants. As close view, you can see a circular ring pattern spots. These are the single first centralized ring, and ring above the ring, that is known to be the ring pattern or concentric ring spots, arises on the leaf lamina of tobacco. That is you can see in the close view at the top image. And the if a big patch arises, if you see in this plot, so total destruction of the leafy surface. Phytophthora basically origin from the soil, heavy moist soil, ill drained soil, to cause the systemic infection to the plants and develop such kind of patches or a spot which converted into big patches, and certainly causing the drying, heavy chlorosis of the leaves, and also the drying of the leaves adversely affect on the development of the plant and total wilting and drying of the plants. So that's known to be the typical symptoms in case of the black shank, which may be a very destructive if the zoospores of this Phytophthora may be travel by the irrigation water from one field to another field, or maybe to this nearby plant. So it may be very destructive in the case of the tobacco, which may be causes sometimes losses up till 60 to 70%. So this is a very effective disease which causing the black shank disease by Phytophthora parasitica nicotianae. So primary source of infection by oospores, the same as the majorly the common in Mastitomycetes group, that is by the soil and plant debris, basically from the soil. And secondary source of infection by the sporangia, which develops a lots of zoospores, which carries by mostly the irrigation water, also by the wind. So this is about the black shank of tobacco. Second disease of the tobacco is black root rot of tobacco, caused by Thialiopsis basicola. Mostly, if you see in case of root rots, caused by Rhizoctonia solani. So we have seen so many times the fungal organism, but this causal organism, Thialiopsis basicola, it's a new, it's a different organism which recently isolated in the recent years in case of the tobacco. The root rot is a common factor in all plants. If you we have seen in the third semester, second semester, we have uh, heard about, or we have studied about the root rot, common root rots. But in case of this specialized black root rot, why it is called as black root rot of the tobacco, this Thilaviopsis pathogen origins from the soil same, and basically the heavy moist soil, ill drained soil, to cause the systemic infection through roots, causing blackish appearance from root to upwards to the stem part. If you see the basal stem part, that is known as a collar region of the stem. So total blackish appearance on the stem. You can see here in this image. So blackish appearance on the stem, as well as a blackish appearance on the lower part of the plant, that is the collar region, along with the total root portion. So normally in the normal root rot, there should not be any blackish appearance is there. So normal rotting of the or brownish coloration or rotting appearance can be seen in case of the normal root rot, which is caused by Rhizoctonia. But this is in case of Thilaviopsis, so that is the different appearance, that is blackish portion. And then certainly external appearance of the symptom, that is the sickness to the leaves, fluorosis of the leaves, drying of the leaves, and shedding of the heavy defoliation of the leaves can be seen externally. If you goes unless and until if you uproot the plant and if you see such kind of blackish appearance, so you can't identify the black root rot. So this is about the black root rot of tobacco, which causing ultimately the rotting and wilting of the plant, which causes the heavy losses to the farmers. So this is about the black root rot. Primary source of infection is by dormant mycelium from soil as well as plant debris, and secondary source which is by conidia, which is spread by irrigation water. So this is about the black root rot of tobacco. Last and very important disease in case of tobacco, that is mosaic. If you see in the plant virology, first virus which is studied in all over the world, that is TMV, known as tobacco mosaic virus. So the start of the plant virology, starting stage, or in the case of the history, first virus which is identified and studied, that is TMV. This TMV is known as a multi-host virus when it is carries by any vector from tobacco to tomato, or tomato to cucumber, or maybe some cruciferous plant. So it is known to be the multi-host virus. When tobacco to tomato, then known as a tomato mosaic virus, cucumber mosaic virus. So there are multiple patterns of the transmission. So that is known to be the multi-host virus. So firstly, which is to be isolated or maybe identified on tobacco. So in case of tobacco, it's very destructive. You can see here on the top image as well as on the bottom image. So that which causes the heavy destructive losses to the crop and multiple effects on the plant. So carries over to the recording.